Ah, Bruce, where are you, my man? Haven't heard from you in quite a long time. That cut from Born to Run, 10th Avenue Freeze Out. And before that we heard Tower of Power from an LP titled Ain't Nothing Stopping Us Now, and the title cut Earth, Wind and Fire from their new LP Spirit. And we heard Saturday Night. And we started off the whole set with Carlos Santana from an LP entitled Amigos and Dance Sister Dance, one of Carlos' best LPs in a long time. It's 2 minutes after 2 in the AM, and you're listening to WQBK Rensselaer. My name is Gary Santucci, and I'll be with you until 6 this morning. Tell you how cold you're going to be tonight. Considerable cloudiness this evening, followed by gradual clearing late tonight. And it's going to be about 25 to 30 degrees. Partly sunny during the day today, high between 45 and 50. And partly cloudy and continued cold tonight and Monday. Low Sunday night near 30, high Monday in the mid-40s. Chance of rain or snow is 20% tonight, 10% during the day, and 20% on Sunday night.
WQBK-FM 104, in association with Don Law and Rensselaer Concerts, presents Frank Zappa, Saturday, November 6th at the RPI Fieldhouse.
I might be moving to Montana.
Frank Zappa at the RPI Fieldhouse, November 6th at 8 p.m. Tickets are $6.50, $5.50, and $4.50 plus handling charges, and are available at the RPI Fieldhouse box office and at Just a Song, 211 Central Avenue, Albany.
And he said, I'm out of sight.
Pajama people.
Tickets are also available at Ticketron in the Boston Store, Mohawk Mall in Latham, Carl's and Saratoga's Pyramid Mall in Schenectady, and Sears in Colony Center, Kingston, and Poughkeepsie. Don't miss Frank Zappa, Saturday, November 6th at the RPI Fieldhouse, Troy at 8 p.m., presented by WQBK-FM 104.
Or she gets broke, she try to grow a mustache.
This man was in Albany at the Palace Theater last night, Billy Joel. The Kinks, from Everybody's in Showbiz LP and Celluloid Heroes. And before that we started out with Billy Joel from his first LP, Piano Man, and Billy the Kid. It's 2:16 in the morning. Checking some news from Thunder Bay in Canada. Police say 5 or 6 persons, including a nun and a prison matron, have been taken hostage by convicts at a maximum security prison in Thunder Bay, Canada. Whether the inmates are armed and what demands they are making is not yet known. Democratic presidential candidate Jimmy Carter complained in a telegram to President Ford Saturday, and again to a rally in Youngstown, Ohio, that Ford is misrepresenting his positions on campaign issues. Carter said if Ford repeats the statements, he is not telling the truth. Ford toured central and southern Illinois by train, and in a series of whistle stops called Carter a man who, quotes, wanders, wavers, waffles, and wiggles. Ford has returned to the White House after telling Illinois voters the nation is still confused as to where Carter stands on the issue. Ford running mate Bob Dole headed to Kansas City for the night after telling supporters in Wichita, Kansas, that Carter's policies remain vague and unknown. He said Carter's position has failed to come through in his two debates with Ford, and in Dole's own vice presidential debate with Democrat Walter Mondale. Mondale, on the other hand, was greeted at a rally of United Auto Workers in Anderson, Indiana, with a sign proclaiming him a 15-0 winner of his debate with Dole. Earlier Saturday, Mondale said in St. Louis he would be willing to face his Republican opponent again in the debate. Lester Maddox, remember him? The American Independent President candidate, charged that both Ford and Carter are weak on patriotism. Maddox campaigned in 4 Louisiana cities Saturday and said Carter was vulgar and unchristian in his comments in a Playboy magazine interview. From Saudi Arabia, at the opening of a 6-day Arab summit meeting, Saudi Arabian officials report an improved outlook for a peaceful settlement of the Lebanon civil war. They point to a ceasefire ordered by Syria and preliminary conciliatory moves by the Palestinians. From France, Paris today, France disclosed Saturday that a Soviet diplomat in Paris ended up on a one-way flight back to Moscow after he was caught at a church trying to buy some secret aircraft engine plans. The fact that France publicized the incident is seen by diplomats as the development of a serious diplomatic rift between France and the Soviets. Finally in the news, from the American Petroleum Institute, President Frank Icard says that a new Arab oil embargo would hurt the U.S. much more than the embargo that began 3 years ago. He says the U.S. has doubled its imports of foreign oil since the boycott. You're listening to WQBK in Rensselaer, and this is Gary Santucci with you until 6 a.m. It's 19 minutes after 2 o'clock. Getting back to more music, Rod Stewart.